All right, Michael.
First question is, what is your name?
My name?
Yes.
Really?
Well, we
I'm
know
just
it.
kidding. My name is Karen Jacobson, and I'm known as the GPS girl.
We did our research in advance, trust me.
Yes.
Oh, excellent. Okay, good.
And where are you from?
Well, I'm from a town called Mackay in North Queensland, which is northern Australia, right near the gateway to the Great Barrier Reef.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I was like, you're not really from Queens. Yeah, not Queens,
No,
New
but
York,
now
right?
I live in Manhattan,
Right, yeah.
near Queens, in New York.
That's great, that's great.
How long have you been doing your job?
My job?
Or not job, or how long have you been doing what you've been doing?
You know what? I have been in the entertainment business my whole life. So I sang on stage when I was 5 years old, and that was the beginning of, that was it. But ever since I left home and went to uni, I was, right during that time I started working professionally as a singer, songwriter,
Right.
voiceover artist.
What are some of the things you do on a daily basis for your job?
So I believe that everything I do during the week, during the workday, is a part of my job. So I have a meditation practice, I have a yoga practice in the mornings,
Okay.
and to me, they totally inform how I show up as a person who gets on stage and sings or speaks as a keynote speaker.
So everything relates and connects.
It completely relates and connects. But you know, no 2 days look the same, other than those two pieces.
There is no average day. Yeah.
There's no
average
average day, but you know, I'm talking to clients, I'm meeting with people, I'm very involved with the National Speakers Association. I'm helping people recalculate and learn how to bounce back from setbacks.
That's awesome.
So that's what I'm doing on a daily basis with the people in my life and professionally.
Wow. That sounds like a cool job.
It's fun.
Now, what were some of the reasons that you got into this business?
Well, I always loved music ever since I was tiny. All I ever wanted to do was to sing and write songs.
Yeah.
And then I found out you could do that for a career. And I was so excited because I'm like, I'm doing that. And I didn't ever want to do anything else.
Right.
And about 5 years ago, I was asked to go and speak at the university that I graduated from, the Queensland Conservatorium of Music in Australia. And I spoke to a group of music students, and I really wasn't sure why they asked me to go and speak to them, but I did. And it was amazing how hungry they were for information from me about how I moved to America and how I became a professional musician and how my voice got into 400 million GPS devices.
Yeah, no big deal, yeah.
No, they wanted, exactly, they wanted to know the answer to those questions. So I got it in that speech, that I had a message and I had something of value to share.
Just to show everyone else.
Yeah.
Very much.
Yeah.
And just to share, and then, you know, I really realized I had a message in learning how to recalculate on a moment-to-moment basis in life and in business, and people started to say, hey, that's cool, hey, that's appropriate to a lot of things, wow, that's a really useful message. And that's how it began, and so that's led to me speaking and singing in a lot of cool places.
That's great. Yeah.
That's awesome.
You actually answered our next question.
Oh, good.
Which was,
I like to be efficient like that.
It was actually when did you realize you wanted to do this job professionally? So I'll go ahead and ask you the next question, which was, how has your job impacted your daily life?
In a huge way. I mean, I'm meeting people wherever I go who want to tell me all about their relationship with their GPS. They want to tell me the names they call their GPS, and they speak to me as if the GPS that I was actually with them in their car.
Right. Yeah.
Driving on certain trips. They tell me about all the great trips we've taken together.
Susan, which way do I go?
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
So,
yeah.
you know, I'm kind of bossy in real life, so it's the perfect job because I get to tell people where to go and what to do.
You don't seem bossy to us.
Yeah. Well, thank you. You guys are great.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah.
Now, what were some of your music influence? Like, who did you listen to?
Olivia Newton-John. When I first saw her on TV when I was 8 years old or 7 years old, I knew what I wanted to do with my life. So she was a huge influence, but I love so many different artists. I grew up singing ABBA songs into the hairbrush in the mirror.
Right.
I don't ever do that.
No, I know it's the dorkiest thing in the world that only I've done, right? But they were the two big influences of my childhood. But as I grew and being a piano player, I love Carole King, I love
Right.
Stevie Wonder
Stevie
and James
Wonder.
Taylor, and
James
so
Taylor,
many
yeah.
amazing artists.
Well, that's a lot of big names, a lot of
Yes.
great artists.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to someone who's interested in getting involved in a similar job market?
In voiceovers or in speaking or in singing professionally.
All of those, because it sounds like you're involved in.
I'm involved in all of those.
Right.
Goodness. Advice I would give would be to just keep doing it, to get out there and do it in as many places as you can. Always be okay with picking up the phone and asking somebody, can I come and sing in your club? Can I come and I've had such tremendous success from cold calling places where what I had to offer was an opportunity. Even if it was way out of my league, I would just
take a chance.
take a chance.
Absolutely.
Just take
Yeah.
a chance, take that action.
Roll the dice, yeah.
Exactly. And to hire a coach, I think one of the things in the entertainment business, it's not as common to have a business coach. It's very common to have a music coach, a singing coach, but not so common to have a business coach.
Right.
If there was only one thing I would change, I would have had a business coach from from 20 years of age.
Okay.
I mean, you guys have a lot of mentorship
Right.
here at High Point, right? High
absolutely.
Point University, yeah. And I think that when you go out into the world, you want to engage somebody as soon as possible who is in your
Absolutely.
corner.
Absolutely.
That would be a big piece of advice.
Michael?
Question is it hard balancing your social life with the work life?
Well, I have a husband and a son now, so social life translates to family life for
Right.
me. And it takes some real intentional discipline.
Okay.
Because I could work all the time.
Right.
I love what I do.
That's
Right.
great.
That is-
So I really have had to work on working less.
So you can spend time with your husband and son.
And now, like, we have Sundays, family day. We don't schedule very rarely will we schedule something on a Sunday. It's just, that's the
It's
way
your
to go.
day.
Yeah, that's
And there are we spend lots of time together. But we also live in an apartment right in the middle of Manhattan. So I have zero commute time to most of the things that I'm doing on a daily basis. And then I fly out when I'm flying to speaking engagements, but our son's school's 2 blocks away. I'm really committed to simplicity and streamlining everywhere I can, and just stripping away anything that's not a priority or not working or not useful in my life.
Right.
So that's a big piece for me.
That's excellent. And last question is, would you like to give a shout out to your family, friends, and loved ones?
Oh, of course I would! Hi, Mom! Hi, Dad! Yeah. Well, I'm clear that it's my family that makes it possible for me to do anything that I'm doing. And without my husband, who is, we're an equal partnership, without him, it would not be happening. So, thank you, everyone.
Well, that's awesome. And be sure to listen to Mike and Slane at Friday nights from 8 to 10 p.m.
Can people connect with me?
Oh.
I'm on Twitter at the GPS
Yeah.
School.
Oh, yes,
I
please,
love
absolutely.
when you reach out, and I'm on Facebook, and I'm learning Instagram, but that's kind of new for me, and LinkedIn. So any of those would love it. And can I have the last word?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
You have reached your destination.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You have a nice rest of the
Thank
day.
you.
Oh,
very much.
my
We really
pleasure.
appreciate
Oh,
it.
my pleasure. Let's take a quick selfie.